So one of the dogs sadly didn't make it, and passed away.
The dog that died, what were his injuries?
So the clinical signs of a toxicity, very drowsy, a lot of nervous signs. So when we say nervous signs, like they can't control their legs, shaky, collapsing, can almost look like one of them almost looked like it had a broken leg, but it was just the fact that the nerves wasn't allowing it to stand up. So it can affect their mentation, make them behave in quite an odd way.
Is this a common poisoning for dogs?
Well, not so. When you talk about injuries, the clinical signs were more severe. So maybe that dog had a bit more of the toxic dose.
What are the common poisonings that you see?
We see lots of poisonings, but this is a wee bit unusual in that it's a prescription drug that was the cause of the poisoning, one that's normally used to treat epilepsy. It's unusual in that way that it's not one of the more common toxicities that we would see.
What should people look for in situations like this?
So as a pet owner, you know the normal behaviour of your pet. So when you see behaviours that you can't explain, and particularly nervous signs, drooling around the mouth, severe lethargy, where the animal loses all of its sort of energy or ability to stand, they can be quite typical signs of poisoning. So anything like that, you need to get on the phone and ring your vet clinic at any time of the day or night, just to talk through that. It's likely that you would need to get veterinary attention straight away for something like that.
This must be fairly shocking for you. Have you seen anything like this before?
So we treat the animal that's in front of us, and regardless of the circumstances of how that poisoning's occurred. So we focus on the animal and getting that animal through, and making sure that we do the very best for the animal. So we put all that other stuff aside, and we really do focus on the clinical signs in front of us and making sure that we can give that animal the best chance of pulling through.
And what did the test results show?
In terms of the testing, we were able to do the testing in-house, and fairly quickly we were able to diagnose what was going on, and then we go through that supportive care and that supportive treatment to try and reduce the effects of the toxicity.
And was there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think like it has been a very up and down case. Very sad to lose a patient in any instance. But it's pretty heartwarming to know that we've got a dog out there that's making a reasonable recovery, and hopefully will eventually make a full recovery.